The existence of God has always made man curious. For few there is one God, others believe there is no God and find their comfort in science, but then there are Greeks, who believe in many gods and goddesses. There is sort of a complex family tree among the Greek gods, and today, we will break down the intricacies around these higher authorities and explain the story of several gods to you. Hello guys, welcome to a brand new video on the channel. Humans are predominantly designed in a way that we believe that there is some higher authority above us. And in many cases, it helps us understand the workings of our great big universe. For Greeks, the reasons they believe in God are more or less similar to others, but they have several gods. So, how many gods do they have? And what's the rationale behind such a belief? Let's find out. The hierarchy of gods in Greek mythology is an antique one. This belief in several gods started from the time our universe came into being. Forefathers of Greeks used to believe in the spirits and assigned gods to a different phenomenon. Even the most natural phenomena around the globe were associated with some sort of higher authority, and hence the belief in many gods and goddesses came into being. The first ones were the primordial gods, who came when the world was nothing but a dark void, and this category of gods was named Hesiod. Hesiod said, there was utter chaos when the universe was just born. From that chaos, a lot of gods came. For example, the god of love was called Eros, the god of darkness, Erebus, and the goddess of the night, Nyx. These are just a few names among a never-ending list of gods that came first. As I mentioned at the start, you'll find a family tree in the Greek gods. The next category of gods that came after the primordial ones were the Titans. They came before the Olympians and hence are also known as the pre-Olympians. What's interesting is the pre-Olympian gods are the offspring of primordial gods. The goddess Gaia, our Mother Earth, and the god, Uranus, who's also known as the god of heaven, together they had 12 children, the Titans. Among these 12 children were 6 males, or gods, and 6 females, or goddesses. It can be confusing, but to be honest, I am amazed at the Greek belief system. Imagine yourself explaining such a huge and complicated family system of gods to someone. The most recent category among these Greek gods is the Olympians. Olympians came into power after beating the Titans, and the reason they are called Olympians is that for the longest time they resided on Mount Olympus. Like Titans, Olympian gods were also 12, and before I get to the explanation of how the belief system works and what each of these gods is associated to, let's first connect Olympians with the family tree. So, these 12 Olympian gods are the children of Cronus, the god of harvest, and Rhea, the god of fertility and generation. These two titans together had children, then their children had children, and together they defeated other titans in the War of Titans and grabbed the authority. It's time that we discuss some of the Olympian gods and what authority did they possess. The list expands to 12 gods, but I will mention a few very important ones so we can get a better idea about what each of these gods does and what Greeks used to believe in. Zeus. Zeus is considered the father of humans and gods. His strength, or should I say a miracle, is that he could hold lightning with his one hand. He was also known as the Lord of Justice. Zeus was respected and feared by humans, and myths say that he was married to the goddess Hera. Still, he used to indulge in activities with other goddesses and humans. Demeter. She is the goddess of agriculture, plants, and grains. According to Greek mythology, she is one who gave color to our otherwise boring planet. She also taught men how to grow wheat, barley, and other crops. Basically, according to the Greeks, all the greenery and colors around us are due to her. Poseidon. He shared the same parents as Zeus and was his brother. He was associated with the matters of sea. But he was also interested in horses and earthquakes. One of the reasons he was known as the Earth Shaker. As Poseidon was the god of the sea, whenever sailors entered the sea, they used to pray to him so they can have a calm sea on their journey. Hades. He was the brother of Zeus and Poseidon, but as he liked things to be dark and mostly spent his time in solitude or shadow, so he was given the authority to govern the underworld. He was a very important god, but due to his low-key personality, he isn't among the popular ones. He was known as Pluto, which in Greek means wealth. So, there was an underlying belief that Hades is the one who provides every human being with wealth and worldly treasures, so those who desired it worshipped him. Hera. Hera was a goddess. According to the family tree of Greek gods, she was the daughter of Cronus and Rhea, making her sister to Zeus, Hades, and Poseidon. However, she was also the wife of Zeus. She was very well known for her modesty, faith, and values that she possessed. Greek mythology states that she is the epitome of character and symbolizes her as the protector of the institution of marriage. We have discussed that Zeus, her husband, was not so loyal to her, yet she remained loyal to him to save the marriage. Apollo. He was the son of Zeus and Leto, a Titan goddess. Apollo was an important god among the Olympians, as the things he controlled were all very close to the human heart. He had authority over music, poetry, light, healing, and prophecy. These things are more than enough to make someone important. Artemis. Artemis was the twin sister of Apollo. She was the goddess of something you wouldn't expect from a goddess, as she is associated with hunting, wild animals, and wilderness. She used to go into the woods and spend a lot of time there in the wilderness all alone. She was a virgin and a protector of the young girls going through problems related to women in general. She was so beautiful that she was also known as the goddess of the moon. I have mentioned some very important Olympian gods for your understanding. This doesn't mean that others are not important, they are equally important, but I have shortened the list for the sake of explanation. The main question is, who assigned these roles? There are references in Greek mythology from where we come to know that the tasks were divided instead of assigned. But then, mythologies are the best source we have. And so, that was all about the Greek gods, and the fundamental belief system of the humans of the old times. On that note, I'll end this video here. I hope you liked it. If you did, do let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.